Hello and welcome to the news on Papyrus Global TV. I am Christiana Babayo. Before we begin, here are the headlines. FCT police deny assassination plot on naval officer. Oyo APC mocks Ibadan PDP convention. Providus Bank secures order freezing plural oil accounts. And now the news in full. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has dismissed reports circulating on social media that alleged an attempted assassination on Lieutenant A.M. Yarima, a naval officer reportedly involved in a political face-off with former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike. The controversy arose after military sources claimed that Yarima was trailed by two unmarked Hilux vans on Sunday evening in Kubwa, with the officer reportedly performing evasive maneuvers along the Kubwa motorway to Gado-Nasco Road. However, the police spokesperson, SP Josephine, clarified that the incident did not occur. SP Ade also urged residents to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to the nearest police division for their safety. The FCT Police Command statement effectively debunks the viral claims, emphasizing that there was no assassination attempt on Lieutenant Yerima and cautioning the public against unverified reports that could fuel fear or unrest. The Oyo State chapter of the All Progressives Congress (APC) has condemned the National Convention of the People's Democratic Party held in Ibadan at the weekend, describing the exercise as a condemnable carnival of shame, lawlessness, and impunity. In a statement issued on Sunday in Ibadan, the APC Publicity Secretary Olawole Shadare said the convention went ahead despite multiple court orders directing its suspension. He accused the faction loyal to Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde of disregarding the judiciary and proceeding with what he called an illegal procession. Shadare claimed that the delegates, allegedly drawn from all 36 states and the FCT, converged on Ibadan to elect new national officers of the PDP, despite the pending legal disputes. The APC spokesperson further alleged that Governor Makinde compelled commercial transport operators to withdraw services and appear at the venue to create an impression of a large crowd. Shadari also accused the governor of ignoring protesters opposed to the demolition of properties along the proposed Ibadan Circular Road corridor, instead worsening the hardship of residents by removing commercial vehicles, motorcycles and tricycles from major roads to paint a picture of a successful convention. The opposition party further alleged that a significant portion of September allocations to the 33 local government councils was used to fund what it described as the Jamboree, adding that many PDP governors reportedly refused to make expected financial contributions. The statement warned that every kobo of public funds spent on the failed PDP project will be accounted for sooner than later. As of the time of filing this report, the PDP in Oyo State had yet to respond to the allegation. A federal high court in Lagos has granted an interim order freezing the bank accounts of Plural Oil Marketing Limited and two of its directors over alleged indebtedness of 3.17 billion naira and $8,335,486.76 to Providus Bank Limited. Justice Akintayo Aluko granted the order on October 7, 2025, following an ex parte application filed by the bank through its counsel, Michelle Aribasala. In the suit marked FHC/L/CS/2015/2025, the defendants are Plural Oil Marketing Limited, Mr. Babatunde Oyefolu and Ms. Oluwatobiloba Oyefolu. The bank asked the court to freeze the preserved funds in accounts linked to the defendants pending the determination of a substantive motion. Justice Aluko directed 30 commercial and merchant banks to place a post-no debit restriction on the defendant's account and to freeze all funds associated to them to the value of the alleged debt. However, Plural Oil and one of its directors, Babatunde Oyefolu, have filed a motion seeking to set aside the freezing order. The application, filed through their counsel, Dr. Suleiman Usman, SAN, described the interim ruling as oppressive, unconstitutional, and a violation of their fundamental rights. The matter is expected to proceed with a hearing on the motion on notice, after which the court will determine whether to uphold or discharge the interim access asset preservation order. As of press time, there was no official response from Providus Bank or the defendants outside the court filings. We will now go on a short break, and when we come back, the news will continue. Stay tuned.
The Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.
Welcome back, and now the news will continue. Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, SAN, has emerged as the new national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, following a contentious national convention held on Saturday at the Lekon Salami Sports Complex in Adamasingba, Ibadan. The convention went ahead despite competing court orders and pressure from opposing interests seeking to stop the exercise over unresolved leadership disputes. Some litigants had argued that the party lacked the legal basis to conduct the convention, but PDP leaders insist that they had obtained valid judicial clearance to proceed. Turaki's emergence followed days of intense negotiations, withdrawals, and strategic realignments among governors, National Assembly members, former presidential aspirants, and key party elders. Several aspirants reportedly stepped down in favor of Turaki, who was widely presented as a consensus stabilizer ahead of the next general election cycle. A former Minister of Special Duties and 2019 presidential aspirant, Turaki pledged in his acceptance speech to rebuild, reconcile, and reposition the PDP. Analysts say Turaki now faces the difficult task of reuniting aggrieved factions, restoring internal discipline, and crafting a winning strategy for 2027. Fresh findings from an official autopsy have confirmed that the former governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party in Ondo State, Mr. Bamidele Akimboye, did not die of natural causes but was murdered, the Lagos State Police Command has revealed. Akimboye, a prominent politician and businessman, was found dead under mysterious circumstances on September 3rd, 2025, in the backyard of his Lagos residence, sparking outrage and speculation across Ondo and Lagos political circles. His eldest son, Akimboye Samuel, had immediately petitioned the police calling for a full investigation amid claims of internal family disputes and conflicting accounts of the moment leading to his father's death. Speaking to Channels Television, Commissioner of Police CP Olorundare Jimoh confirmed the autopsy conducted on September 11, 2025 provided toxicology evidence strong enough to warrant the rearrest and the detention of 7 out of 14 family members earlier invited for questioning. Investigators are probing a suspicious 50 million naira transfer allegedly moved from the late politician's account and reportedly shared among some immediate family members shortly after his death. The Lagos Police Command says it expects DPP advice in the coming days as homicide detectives continue to piece together what is now shaping up to be one of the most shocking political murders in recent years. The Nigerian Naira traded largely steady on Monday, November 17, 2025, with the official rate of the daily Nigerian foreign exchange market hovering around 1,441 to 1,444 per US dollars. In the parallel market, the greenback was quoted slightly higher at roughly 1,450 to 1,460, reflecting continued demand from importers and SMEs who rely on informal channels. Analysts attribute the Naira stability to continued FX liquidity in official windows, slowing inflation, and inflows from government securities and commodity receipts, which have bolstered reserves. For Nigerians, this means remittances at near official rates with importers, while importers may face higher costs due to the persistent gap between officials and parallel rates. Currency stability also reduces short-term FX volatility risk, although medium-term strength will depend on macroeconomic developments and interest rate policies. Lieutenant A.M. Merima, a young Nigerian Navy officer recently involved in a tense encounter with FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, reportedly evaded a trailing attempt by unidentified individuals in Abuja on Monday evening. Sources say men in two unmarked Hilux vans followed Yerima from the NIPCO filling station on Kubwa Expressway to Gado Nasco Way around 6:30 p.m. The officer allegedly executed strategic maneuvers to escape the trailing vehicles. The incident is currently under investigation by relevant authorities, with officials withholding sensitive details to avoid compromising the process. Yurima's clash with the FCT minister has sparked intense public discussion. Following the confrontation, the presidency reportedly intervened, leading FCT authorities to withdraw demolition equipment sent to the disputed land in Gadua district. Officials have Officials have not confirmed the details of the alleged trailing, but the event has heightened scrutiny over security and administrative tensions in the FCT. And that's all we have on the news on Papyrus Global TV. I am Christiana Babayo. Thanks for joining us.
The Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.